Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Ming Chen from a Shared Universe podcast studio, and I'm joined by say hello, Mike.
What's happening, people?
Mike's still hard at work at the store. He's being responsible. I think. Are you by yourself?
No, I have a special guest today. I'm not telling you who.
Okay, you don't have to. But we decided to start a series of live streams, just very informal live streams. But wanted to talk to friends, people in the community, see what they're up to, and talk to anybody who needs and some maybe a shout out, some promotion, and just talking to anybody doing anything cool around here. And
Giving people information on what to do during this lockdown. So
yeah, for sure. And we're talking to one of our great friends, podcaster, founder of Jersey Bites. Please welcome Deb Smith, everybody. Hello, how are you?
Hey, I'm
Hello,
good.
Deb.
How are you?
And Jersey
I can
Bites,
just hear those applause.
it's out there. It's worldwide. Everybody's applauding wherever they're watching.
Okay.
And
you just can't hear it. You don't have the immediacy. That's the only problem.
yeah, Deb's a founder of Jersey Bites, a quest for food with attitude. It was a website highlighting restaurants and food and the industry all around New Jersey. And if you know anything about me and Mike, we love to eat. We love food.
I love food. We love food.
Yeah, Mike loved it so much he worked in the industry for a while until and I think maybe you didn't want to fall out of love with food, which was maybe a little the reason, one of the maybe a little bit of the reason you left.
Yeah,
That was part of it, and part of it was my wife was just like, I don't want you working in the restaurant industry anymore. I don't want to have a husband who's pretty much not there most of the time. So
yeah. Holidays, nights.
yeah, he likes holidays.
Very, very demanding industry.
It sure is.
You can check out Jersey Bites at jerseybites.com. But you've launched something very cool, which is called the Takeout Finder, where you can find all the restaurants right now during this crazy time still doing takeout. And I have to applaud you for doing that. I know the restaurant industry is just being absolutely killed right now. I mean, we can't go to any restaurants right now.
No, and we probably won't be able to for quite a while.
Which pains me.
I know.
I mean, I can't. I mean, some people are asking. The question is like, well, when are we going to be back? And I'm like, I couldn't even hazard a guess. I don't know.
And then when we are given the ability to go back, what's it going to look like? They're talking about 30% capacity for restaurants. The Restaurant Association was offering some suggestions on let people dine out on the sidewalk, let people dine in the parking lot, just let restaurants have the ability to adapt and to offer things that they normally wouldn't be able to do, just to seat people and, get some revenue. And plus, we just want to get the heck out of the house.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Right?
I mean, to that statement, I know you got to do what you got to do to survive. But, if I were opening a restaurant, they're like, all right, well, you can only seat people outside and in the parking lot. I wouldn't do it. I mean,
or 6 feet away or,
Yeah, 30% capacity. That's not profitable. I mean, that's not profitable for any industry.
Well, and takeout hardly is either.
Right.
It's keeping their employees working, maybe, but they're certainly not really turning a profit. I mean, some of the restaurants that are built for takeout, like pizza places and places that really always worked for takeout and delivery, they're probably doing gangbusters, but the restaurants that rely on like bar income and they have the higher end food, they're not making it up with takeout.
Yeah, for sure. Which I applaud you for launching the Takeout Finder.
Thank you.
It pains me not to be able to go and sit down and we all know atmosphere is part of dining, for sure.
Experience.
Right.
But I have to say, the restaurants that because I've been like painstakingly private messaging, DMing restaurants, because it's so hard to reach them. They're busy packing things and delivering things and cooking and all that stuff. So I've been DMing until Instagram shuts me down for the day. and just telling them about it. And the restaurants are so appreciative. They are, giving me the old emoji, thank you, the hearts, and right. Just grateful that it's another way for them to get their takeout out there. Because I was seeing, a lot of Facebook groups, people were starting like curbside pickup, Monmouth County, curbside pickup, blah, blah, blah. But it's just, random people posting stuff. There's no searchability to it. I felt like must be a better way to get all of this information in one place and then make it a database where you can search by county. We're going to be able to search by week by the end of this week.
Okay.
But right now, really, I'm encouraging restaurants to get their information up there because it's not going to be a helpful tool unless the restaurants submit their information, And I've had a lot of restaurants say, yes, I will, and they still haven't done it. So that's where it's reminding them, to get their stuff. I mean, it takes 2 minutes to put your website, your phone number, your hours of operation for takeout, really quick. And then boom, you've got a listing. And we're promoting the listings on Jersey Bites social media.
Yeah, and we'll help promote as well. I've been trying to support all my favorite local restaurants. It's tough. I don't even know if they're open. So the first thing I do, just out of matter of convenience, I'll check their Facebook page to see if they're actively posting, if they're still up and running, what their guidelines are, what their current hours are, and if I don't see anything in that, like maybe I'll make a phone call. Who talks on the phone anymore? But just to see if they're going. But now I can just go to the Takeout Finder and see
yes, you can
for all the information. And I know you just mentioned this before, but if you do have a restaurant out there, how can you submit your restaurant if you're not on there already?
So if you go to jerseybites.com, there's a link, a very bright purple bar at the top that says, Takeout Finder, click here. So it's pretty easy to navigate your way. There it is. You just click on that click here button, and it's going to take you over to our Takeout Finder. And then there's a big button at the top that says add your local business. You click on that, and it's super simple. The name of the restaurant, you can upload your logo. Please make sure it's not a huge image file because I've had like 3 people try to upload these like ginormous files, and you get an error message when you do that. Choose your county, put in your hours of operation. If you have a pre-order order online page on your website. So if you have a Toast order online page or some other POS system that's allowing you to take orders online, which I highly recommend. And Toast is offering a free 3-month usage of their online ordering. So you should take advantage of that. But just put in all your information, put in your phone number, and click submit. And we take it from there. We review your listing just to make sure that you filled everything out.
Right, and that actually exists, and it's legit.
Right, it's legit, and then we post it to the site, right? And then you can see also, we just did an article on restaurants that are offering markets. So you can order like provisions as well, and I've done that a number of times from a Blend on Main in Manasquan. If you just need butter and a couple of things and you don't really want to risk it, go into the grocery store. It's just like a little thing some of those restaurants are starting. I think it's very ingenious of them and helps them make a little added revenue, And they have, they can access this stuff cheaper because they have the restaurant supply places.
Right.
So it's all good.
That's amazing.
I was just going to ask, Deb, what made you think of this?
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I was seeing so many people talk about it, and I just threw it out to my web developer, David Walsh from Web Publisher Pro. And I just said, David, is there any way that we could just do a down and dirty, quick, easy database that's searchable? And he's like, yeah, I think we can do that. So he did it in a week or so, and now we just threw it up there like, let's just get something up there, and now we're tweaking it. We're going to be able to search by town. There's a search by distance feature there as well. So, I'm hoping that maybe this will be a database that even when everything is up and running in full force, that people will be able to use. I do think that a lot of people, I've seen it with my own clients, my own restaurant clients, that never really took takeout really seriously. Like they didn't have an online order, capabilities and that kind of stuff, are starting to they're getting set up to be able to sustain a takeout business and a delivery business after this is all over. So it might just be good in the end, you
Right.
know? So yeah, I mean, we've kind of just pivoted with everybody else right now. Like when this all went down, I do restaurant marketing. I got calls almost immediately when restaurants told they had to close. Like, hey guys, we have to put our marketing on pause. Like we just have to try to keep our employees employed. Which I totally get. So it was us, and like we can't review restaurants right now on Jersey Bites.
Right.
So this was a way that we could just keep serving the restaurant industry, and also serving everybody in the state that's looking for food. Hoping that we'll get more subscribers from people, and I've gotten lovely feedback from people who are thanking us for the content that we're putting out, because it's actually helping people. We did a story on the restaurant supply places that are now delivering to home, which is so cool. Like you have to be careful of the quantity that you order, but
these are usually bulk quantities for restaurant,
like
for
tomato
industry.
cans that are like enormous.
Number
Yeah.
10 cans. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day. Yeah.
I've got like 6 of those now.
Oh, congratulations. You could kill a rhinoceros with that.
Right. So it's a lot of tomato sauce, a lot of tomato, a lot of chili in my future. But it's a great service, and that's another restaurant, that's another industry that had to pivot because half of their orders stopped coming. So right. and I talked to Chef's Warehouse people, and they said we've always wanted to do home delivery, but we never got it together enough to do it, and this is making us get it together and do it. So
that's the one down in Neptune, right?
They're out of Connecticut actually,
Okay.
and I think their distribution center's out of the Bronx, but they do come down to Ocean County. They don't go all the way down to like South Jersey. I'm trying to find a Philly resource for the South Jersey people.
There's got to be one somewhere. I mean, there's got to be.
Yeah, agreed.
Someplace on the White Horse or the Black Horse turnpikes. There's got to be somebody down there who's entrepreneurial enough.
Right.
So, but yeah, and you're right. It was Restaurant Depot down in
but I don't
Restaurant
think
Depot down in Neptune. That's what I was thinking of, not Chef's.
Yeah. And they're probably open, Restaurant Depot.
Bummer. I'm it stinks that the big boys like Cisco and.
No, Mike's cutting out. The connection at the store kind of stinks.
You guys all
there? Are you back?
Oh, there we are. All right, good enough.
Okay,
you moved.
Can you say that again? What you were just saying?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Cisco.
Oh, I'm just saying that which one of us? Me?
Yes.
You.
All right, cool. I was saying that it kind of it sucks actually that Cisco and some of the other distributors to restaurants are like hamstringed by this entire thing, and these are the guys who are delivering food, right. But it's like they've got nowhere to go, and they've
got a strong supply chain. They've got products like the restaurant supply places are delivering toilet paper,
right? Yeah, you get a whole case of it, but
right. Oh, hey, you're going to use it.
Yeah, they're usually earmarked for restaurants and bulk use, and they've got it. If you can't find it, they've got it for sure.
And it was really reasonable. It was like it's a $250. Basically, it's a $250 minimum for any of them. But like if you've got a freezer and you want to stock it with meat and poultry, and you can spend that easily, and you freeze it, and you're covered. So.
Right. Was it you I saw that recently got a delivery ordered? And yeah, I think I saw a photo or something on social
I got two of them. I got an order from Chef's Warehouse, and then I got an order from Baldor, because I have two boys in college that both play football.
So okay, they
So
need to be fueled. They need to be fed.
yeah,
They need to be ready. They need
right.
protein. They need carbohydrates.
They need like 4 eggs for breakfast, and and they're just always hungry. So, and they're actually fairly health conscious. So, I'm doing a lot of cooking, but thankfully I can do that.
Yeah. And I really just wanted to applaud you for putting this up. I know
Thank you.
I've got friends in the service industry. Many of them I met while dining out. And the service industry is the hardest working group of people
Oh my gosh.
I've ever met. Long hours on their feet, constantly working, no breaks.
Yeah, dealing with jerks,
Yeah, dealing with people.
people that are rude and ungrateful and don't tip, and
Yeah, no time to eat. It's
Yeah.
a tough job, and a lot of them love it, and despite
I know,
how
God
hard
bless
it
them.
is, and now that's all taken away from them.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah, and the restaurants are crippled without good employees. I mean, the whole restaurant industry relies on their employees. So that's why I should take my glasses. Are my eyes like bugging out because my reading
no,
glasses are on?
you look fine.
No, you're good.
The
Oh, now I got to take mine off. All right, fine.
I hate
Well,
that, 'cause then I go look back at the video and I'm like, oh my gosh, my eyes look so big. But what was I going to say? The restaurants rely on their employees, and that's why a lot of them are just doing takeout just to keep their employees employed. This PPP, thing is not going to help the restaurants for the most part.
Right.
You have to spend the money. You have to spend the money in 8 weeks in order to get forgiven for that money. And our Jersey Shore restaurants, they're not even in their season yet.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, how are they going to do that?
Yeah, it's not physically possible.
No. So so that's where they are right now. And I just hope and pray that, we've seen already people post that they're just not reopening again. They just can't. I'm lucky, knocking on wood, that so far my clients are all pretty stable and will hopefully come out on the other end okay.
Yeah, it's just weathering this. We don't know how long it's going to go on, and what the landscape's going to look like afterwards. But
yeah, and and being at the Jersey Shore, where these restaurants
that's the problem, the uncertainty
on the summer. Yeah.
I wanted to bring this up. A lot of articles are coming out now saying, hey, if you're going to order out, get takeout. Try to skip the DoorDashes and the Grubhubs and the delivery services if possible, because they take large commissions and it's not really profitable.
Right.
Then to do that, do you encourage takeout? If I know we're trying, we're encouraged to stay at home.
Right.
I've been trying to go out. I'll wear a mask when I pick things up, and
which you should, which everybody should.
Yeah.
My restaurants that work with me are all doing contactless.
It's the law, man. So don't be a rebel.
It's like 0 contact transactions.
Yeah.
So no cash. You order on the website and you pay on the website with your credit card, or you call by phone and you pay with your credit card over the phone. And then, they have a table set up in front of the restaurant, or they come out to your car and just put it in your trunk.
Yes.
You open it up, put it in, close it, bye-bye. Or, with B2 in Point Pleasant Beach, they don't have a parking lot, but they have big garage doors, windows.
Yeah.
So they open the window, they put a table out in front of the window, the server puts the bag down, walks away, you pick the bag up, you leave. So, and they're gloved, they're masked. And, I feel very safe doing that. I haven't had a problem with that. But I know the DoorDashes and the Uber Eats, they do take a high commission. You also can't control the quality of service that they're providing.
Right.
So I've heard stories about people being, delivery guys being very rude. The stuff's not hot when it gets there. There's a lot of things that you can't control as a restaurateur. And since they're making so little money anyway on takeout, to have someone dip into that and take more, it's not attractive to a lot of restaurants, So most of my restaurants are not doing delivery. They're just doing like contactless pickup.
Yeah. Well, which makes sense for profit and that's the less people that touch it and are in contact with it, the better. But
100%.
I just want to encourage anybody. If you're able to go and pick it up, go and pick it up. Just be safe about it, of course. But and in the long run, it's probably safer doing that anyways. And get out of the house for a little bit. Just do it safely. Just do it safely.
Yeah, if you haven't been on the road in a while, it's like, wow, this is great. And then 20 minutes in, you're like, now I realize how lousy most people drive. So like, I'm going to stay home until next Tuesday when I go and do my Takeout Tuesday. So, yeah.
I'm going to actually have to go to the grocery store today, and I haven't been in probably a month. But there's just certain things I cannot get. I can't get, delivered to me, like coffee. And if I'm out of coffee,
right.
I hear you.
And and I can't grow garlic in a week. So
right.
Yeah.
We actually have a food, like a farmer's market here, where we can call, order, and pick up with contactless. They put it in the back. So I've been really leaning heavily on them for my produce and stuff like that.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Real quick, I want to give a shout out. There are a lot of restaurants out there that are supporting the frontline health industry right now, where they're just cooking up mass quantities of food, delivering them to hospitals and keeping them going. I've talked to some friends who are frontline health workers, and they couldn't even be more appreciative. They're able to go and wherever they're able to go and get food. They go into wherever it gets, wherever the food is, and they see the massive support that they're getting, and it's really keeping them going during these awful shifts and the things that they're dealing with. So to any restaurants out there supporting the health industry and the hospitals, big ups to you for sure.
Yeah, and I'm sure the stress that they must be under for like worrying about bringing germs home to their families, all of that, it's got to be very, very, very stressful.
Yeah.
Or just the worry of it, even the possibility of it. So yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of restaurants doing cool stuff. The Blend on Main in Manasquan's like really taking this on. Like Lou, he is just, he's partnered with the food bank. If you go on his website, he's got
Chef Lou's Army. Yeah, we know all about it.
You could say, you can make a donation for a senior citizen meal. You can make a donation for a healthcare worker meal. You can order your own provisions. I've done that a number of times. Great bread. He's got good bread.
Yeah, and I mean, this is all on top of all the other stuff he's dealing with. It's really a monumental effort. So for sure, definitely check out Blend and support them now, support them after, support them forever.
Right.
Sure.
Yes.
One other thing I wanted to bring up, I guess they've kind of relaxed the laws here. So a lot of the restaurants that do have liquor licenses are able to deliver alcohol now, whether in cans. I can get draft beer in a mason jar from the Nip Tuck in Long Branch. I don't know if you're allowed to deliver cocktails if they have a lid on them, and I know in other states that's also possible. And this is something that we didn't have before, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of love it.
Well, I know the restaurants were doing those pre-mixed cocktails at first, but they're not supposed to be doing that, and it could jeopardize their liquor license.
Okay,
but
don't be saying stuff.
There's plenty of pre-made bottled cocktails.
Right.
B2 just started offering them. It's called On the Rocks, and their old fashioned is really, really spot on. I was like really shocked by that. I'm always thinking, it's going to be this watered down. It's not going to taste like. I mean, I like a strong cocktail.
Yeah, and old fashioned is as simple as the ingredients are. It's easy to screw up. A good old fashioned
really good. Yeah, so they have Cosmos and Mai Tais and Manhattans and old fashions and a jalapeno pineapple margarita.
Ooh, okay,
which I will be ordering for Cinco de Mayo, I believe.
Yes, for sure. Which is coming up in a few short days. And I'm kind of hoping this continues where we were able to take out alcohol or like this,
Right.
or even in some cases get it delivered. I don't know if that will continue after this, but
I don't know.
um,
I mean, it's sealed. It's sealed. Like
Yep.
if you can sell packaged goods,
Yep.
you can sell these cocktail mixes that they're completely, factory sealed. So I think it was the worry that like what's in this jar
right.
that you put a hand label on,
Right.
right? So it's just I can understand where I saw some restaurants offering it and then pulling it because they probably got talked to.
Right. Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I know alcohol, profit margin wise is a big part of.
Oh yeah. And look at now the breweries can deliver.
Yep. Yeah.
We actually just did an article on a new service that's it's like an alert service for when breweries have new beers on tap, and also I think you can order. Yeah, you can order right through their website. And like Peter just did it, my fiance, and he just went and picked it up yesterday from Source in Cold Snack.
That's
it.
Yeah.
Beer broadcast.
Beer broadcast. Definitely check that out if you're like me, if you're into craft beer and you want to support one of your local breweries, check that out. That's on jerseybites.com as well, for sure. That's amazing.
I know.
Yeah.
I can see you're shopping for sneakers, huh, Ming? Have you been shopping?
That's yeah, exactly. That's the cook.
retargeting ads on Jersey Bites.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, you gotta make your money where you can. So.
Right. It's not a lot of money either. It's just, it helps. It helps.
We hear you. We hear that a lot. So
right.
Everybody go to jerseybites.com and support our local industry, our local restaurants.
And tell your restaurants. That's the biggest thing right now.
Get on there.
Get on there.
Yeah, if you're a restaurant that's still doing stuff, get on there.
Or there's people coming back now. They're making announcements like, all right, we've decided this is long enough. We're coming back for takeout. So
get
everybody
your butts on there.
Get your butts on there.
Yeah, for sure. Is there one place you've been ordering more, constantly that maybe you want to give a shout out to?
Well, B2 Bistro in Point Pleasant Beach.
Yep.
They are a client, but they also have fabulous food and those cocktails. We did just order from Luigi's in my town, Point Pleasant Beach. I love their pizza. It's just like the classic good stuff.
I'm a Vicks guy myself, but I gotta get down there. I'm a Vicks guy, yeah.
Yeah.
And
what about you guys? Where have you been ordering out?
I've been eating a lot over at the Nip Tuck Bar and Grill in Long Branch. One of my friends just took over partnership. Actually, she became a partner almost literally on the day that everything got locked down.
Man.
And I feel bad for her, but true to her spirit, and she's a badass. She's using this time to renovate the bar. So they just got new flooring. They're replacing the ceiling tiles.
That's great.
They're doing all this. They're kind of taking advantage of the less traffic actually. And they're doing a pretty good takeout business. So I head over there whenever I can. They're able to sell packaged goods and draft beer in sanitized mason jars. So it's pretty amazing.
Tell them to get on the Takeout Finder.
Yeah,
I don't
for sure.
think they're there yet.
Yeah.
And also, I'm doing a webinar with Score on Friday, and it's all about marketing yourself right now during the pandemic, and appropriate content, appropriate messaging, how to advertise, yada yada yada. So that's from 3 to 4 this Friday. If anybody wants that information, it's basically on my social media. It's on my LinkedIn.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
So,
you'll find Deb Smith on.
I get, in a downtime, like why not learn a new skill? Why not to, make sure that you're doing all the right stuff for SEO and writing content that will pay dividends in the future? Yeah,
for sure. Our friend Eugene Gross from All True Beverages has he's a big fan. So he
All True. Yes.
Yeah, they're big supporters of us personally, and they just
awesome.
they made a little tweak to their recipe, and I got a couple bottles recently, and it's amazing. Just a big shout out to Eugene and Ultra.
Oh yeah, love them.
Yeah, they're great.
And so finally, when this is all over, where are you going to eat? Me personally, I miss Mexican food. I want to sit down in a Mexican restaurant. I want refried beans. I want rice. I want a chimichanga with like the spiciest sauce that you can throw on there. I want a margarita. That's what I'm really missing right now.
Yeah, we were taking a walk on Sunday. What day was beautiful? But we walk around Point Pleasant Beach, and there's outside the box, which is part of. I'm pointing to it, like you can see this. But outside the box is outside of the shrimp box here in Point Pleasant Beach, and it's just like sitting at the bar, watching the fishing boats go in and out, and it's just this little, not pretentious kind of place. I can't wait to go there. I can't wait to go down to Cape May. We have a standing invitation to go to a hotel, as a media invite, and had to put that. We would have already been there and back.
I think you talked about that hotel on your podcast, if I'm not mistaken.
This is another one. This is another one. Yeah. So that's on standby. I just can't wait to get out and enjoy my Jersey Shore restaurants. Like these are my people, and hoping to get a piece of the summer out of it.
Yeah, us too. But until then, support local, everybody. Visit Finder, visit Jersey Bites. If you're not so skilled in the kitchen, get some good takeout for sure.
Yeah, do it. Even if you are skilled in the kitchen, go.
Yeah, I mean, I can't make sushi, there's certain things that I can't make a good pizza. Not like,
Right. I don't have a 1600-degree brick oven at home, unfortunately. Not yet, but
one day. All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thank you, Deb. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Thank you just for your efforts and for supporting this. And we'll let everybody know about it for sure.
JerseyBites.com. Go there and see what you're missing.
For sure. And we miss you over at the studio. Whenever we can't wait for you to be back in the studio. Sometimes you bring wine, so it's not a bad thing. So
have you seen the new studios yet, Deb?
She has not been there yet. We moved 2 floors up, and it's pretty awesome. You'll love it. So
cool.
Yeah.
I got to get back into it after this is all over for sure.
Soon. But thank you so much for joining us, Deb Smith, Jersey Bites. Definitely check out the Takeout Finder. And thank you. We'll see you soon, and stay safe. Thank you, everybody.
Bye, guys.